you are more than a real estate agent, and you need to start behaving as more than a real estate agent. Michael Jordan was a basketball player, right? He's a great basketball player. He earned $94 million playing basketball, but he is way more valuable to like that community than just as a basketball player, correct? He earned $1.7 billion in other business endeavors by leveraging his basketball career. So you've got to figure out how to leverage your transaction career if you want that generational wealth. If you don't, feel free, keep going and doing transactions. They're great, they're lucrative, it's great, right? There's a lot of athletes that just go play basketball or go play baseball and then they're done and that's all they ever are, right? So you have to become more valuable to the market, right? And this is where social media comes in. When we talk about creating leverage, Michael Jordan created leverage by partnering with Nike and Air Jordans. I mean, my 10-year-old had never even seen Michael Jordan play in real life. I grew up watching Michael Jordan. So I grew up loving to hate Michael Jordan, right? Just like I love to hate Kobe Bryant too, because they were like the arch nemesis of the Suns. But they became more valuable to the marketplace, which means they make more money. So here's where social media comes in. Are you ready to be an influencer? Are you ready to become an influencer? How many of you, by show of hands, feel like kind of just threw up in your mouth a little bit when I said, are you ready to become an influencer? Just own it. Just drop it in the chat if you're like, yep, I want to throw up in my mouth. Okay.
I think I did throw up in my mouth.
Yeah, because doesn't that word create like this negative connotation of like, you know? Yeah. So you have to say, oh, okay, Beth, this is a great question. She said, not throwing up, but thinking, can I influence? Beth, how many transactions do you do in a year? Or like how many, do you have kids, Beth? 18 transactions. Okay, well, you just influenced 18 people, right? Like when you really think about, like the spoiler is that everyone is actually an influencer, whether you want to be or not. And you're either influencing people to greatness or kind of discouragement, like, oh, that's so dumb. Like, why is she doing that? Okay, you're being an influencer. Like, whether you want to be or not, you are. So with increased influence, there is increased success, right? In order to do more transactions, you have to influence more deals, right? So what is an influencer? An influencer has integrity. An influence nurtures. Influencers have faith in one another. Influencers listens. Influence understands people, enlarges people, helps navigate for people, connects people, empowers people, and then they reproduce other influencers. Go ahead and change the word influence for leadership. Do all of these hold true? Without leadership, there is no success. Leadership has integrity. Leadership nurtures, has faith. Leadership listens. Leadership understands people. Leadership enlarges people. Leadership navigates. Leadership connects people. Leadership empowers. Leadership reproduces other leaders. Who is ready to be an influencer now? An influencer is simply a leader you would like to follow, right? So you have buyers and sellers that are following you, right? Because they appreciate your leadership in their transaction. So you must increase your leadership capabilities, right? Once you become an investor, well, you should put together more investment deals for your buyers and your sellers. Where's a great place to tell that story?